Now it's time for.
Right. Welcome to season 2, episode 1. We made it through a whole season. New season. Back at Studio D here again for the Monday night recording. Kids are in bed and shit, so there's all that. So we are starting the new season. We'll talk about the championship, I guess, real quick, even though it's new season, old season, whatever. We did have the draft right after that night, so we'll go over draft shit and the usuals. I'm dying to fucking take a sip of this, so let's just start off. Beer of the month, or beer of the week. Jesus, month.
What's wrong with you, month?
I know. I saw this on the way over. I'm a huge fan of Firestone Walker. Mind Haze IPA.
It's not that bad.
Low IBU, if you're into specs and numbers and whatever. It's a 40 IBU IPA, super fruity, I guess. That is pretty tasty.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not super bitter. I know you hate the bitterness of IPAs, and I was like, he's gonna hate this, but I had to try this. It's a hazy IPA, so it's like, a little whatever.
It's not bad.
Firestone Walker makes some good fucking beers, man. I'll have to try some of their darker ones if I ever see them in the stores. They're from California, so there's that. But yeah, so we got a thumbs up on the beer this time around. All right, going back to our start off, a couple tournaments, usual propaganda. Kenny Tesna, well, however you say it. I always say it right. I feel like today I felt like I said it wrong. Roller tournament, June 22nd. That's coming up. Man, June is already almost upon us.
Month away.
Fucking month away. So there's a sign-up sheet at the rink for that. See Chris Higgins for more information. I saw that a bunch of dudes are signed up. I don't know how many they're looking for or how many they need, but they're probably going to go with what they can get. But so that sign-up sheet is still at the rink. The draft, the All Ages Draft Tournament on July 20th. The sign-up sheet is now available.
You bitches better sign up. You guys wanted an all-age one, and
right? I mean,
some people are teetering now. I mean,
there was literally no Saturday in all of summer that worked for me unless we went into August. So I will not be in this one, unfortunately. I really wish I could be, but
there won't be stacked teams because we're ranking the players.
Right.
Some good goalies. I mean, we got Ryan, Frank, Larry, Pryor.
Oh, I tried Pryor's in too.
Supposedly fucking Berta, but who knows what he's gonna do.
He's gonna watch us and go, "Fuck you, asshole."
Yeah, there's a bunch of good players. I mean, you got Scotty Bukowski, obviously Denny, Cody, Mitch. I think Pinters. I mean, there's a lot of good talent. The last tournament fucking went all day, and it's a good thing to hang out with everyone. We had cornhole in the back and all that good shit. A lot of booze.
Cornhole in the back.
A lot of good booze, a lot of good food. Paulie does have the board up. Hopefully some people will sign up.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of names on there already. So
yeah, I mean the people who
it's gonna
like
be a good
those
time.
things. I asked a few guys that committed before. Like, I don't know now. Their fucking vagina's bleeding or whatever. I mean, just fucking sign up.
Right. It's gonna be a good fucking time. If we get a good turnout, we'll make sure it's an every year thing. And what's it called? That's the key to keeping these things going is showing up. If we guys don't show up, we stop doing it. So show up, make it happen. Even listen, you don't have to be a great player. It's gonna be a draft style. show up.
No, there's some. I mean, okay players signed up. I mean, if you think about it, the last one we had, the best player around didn't win. His team was an odd-on favorite.
Right.
I mean, but Ryan Krasacki stood tall. It's a team tournament.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about the draft. You can't bring your own team in. But everyone had a great time.
Yep. Yeah. It's always a good time. These tournaments are always fun as shit. Anyways, there's our propaganda for the week. No other really announcements. We're going to do... I saw they're doing King of the Rink on Tuesday now. We
need more fucking league involvement.
Right?
From the players. I mean, Sunday's doing 50-50s in King of the Rink, I believe. Now they're shooting fucking wrestling promos, making fun of everybody. Thursdays is obviously the league everyone's chasing. They do everything. I know we did something for Benny. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it, but that was orchestrated by Ryan Krasacki and Matt Krasacki. Tuesdays has, I mean, you got Dan Reed and Jamie doing donuts, and fucking now the trend is 9 because something happened and a lot of 9s all
I know
over
what
the
you're talking
board.
about.
Well, so do I, someone that's 9 goals and shit happens. But, I mean, fucking, they had meme wars and...
Yeah, there's all kinds of shit going on, and we're just kind of doing
We don't want Wednesdays to fall apart.
Yeah, I mean, it's trending towards everyone going to be in the draft next season. Early odds are saying everyone's going to be in the draft. So
I know you committed, right?
I'm for whatever's best for the league.
We put some caveats in for Golden Knights. Hopefully they talk as a team and they enter the draft. Fucking the new team this session's a makeshift team, so they'll be in the draft. And the only one on the fence is half of the Lightning.
Right? Yeah, half the Lightning. That's about it. So
I know Sauer and Gangs want to get in the draft. I mean, it's good to play with people you've never played with. You might click with somebody else.
Right?
You might find a new butt buddy. Who fucking knows?
Hey, if you're into that, you might find a new beer drinking buddy.
I don't see why people wouldn't want to get... I mean, it's, 17 weeks plus playoffs? 18 weeks plus playoffs?
I thought it was 15. 15 weeks?
Whatever the fuck it is.
Whatever.
I don't know.
I think it's... Whatever. Anyhow, let's start those conversations now, guys. If you're on a non-drafted team, let's start talking about it and see what's going to happen. Obviously, we'll need committed guys. We have a bunch of those that are playing now. I mean, go from there.
We try to cater to everybody, but I mean, if you don't really want to fucking play with people you don't know and other people do, and oh well,
go to Sunday.
Go to Sundays.
Sundays is gonna stay the.
Yeah, that's definitely...
Do what you want. Free for all, put together stacked teams, do what you want.
That is Winter Hawk hockey.
Yeah, that's where it happens. You want to be on a stacked team, you want to do that kind of stuff, have at it. Sundays is the night. This draft thing has been nothing but the greatest. We've sold Chris Farr. I mean, he was kind of like one of those guys that were kind of on the... He was, what are you guys doing over there? Once he saw what we were doing, this shit is taken off.
He's doing a great job at promos on fucking
right?
Sundays and Higgins and
he's Jimmy. Been selling it on Facebook. He's putting up posts like advertising, like, guys. He's talking to guys outside the league. Like, you guys got to get in this. This is the best fucking thing since sliced bread. Get in.
I mean, props to Schott and Scott Stanford for making this shit happen. And obviously, other people had their hands in it, like Sanchez and McDaniel and all those guys. But I mean,
there's too many guys to name that had a hand in it.
For the amount of fucking bullshit Schott deals with, the amount of bullshit Scott does,
right? For free.
They don't get paid, and the people who fucking point out the wrong stats or this or that or. Just give a little props to those guys because that's why we still have hockey at Franks. Because if not, I don't think it'd be as popular.
Keep the criticism constructive. Let's not bash everybody. Like if there's something you want to see,
unless it's Caldero, you can bash Caldero.
Here we go. If anybody has any ideas or anybody, you're behind the scenes, you're bitching about something. Go to Jim. Say, hey, listen, I want to be on the player council so we can have meetings and talk about rule changes, or we can talk about whatever the case may be. Whatever's on your mind, be constructive about it. Let's not just sit here and go, the refs suck, this fucking place sucks, blah, blah, blah. This guy sucks, that guy sucks. Do something about it. Step up.
Actually, the officiating is not the greatest. It's not the worst. You know what you got. Just don't be a scumbag.
Right. That's all it comes down to. Is just don't be a dick. That's with
Police yourselves.
everything in life comes down to don't be a dick if you really think about it.
Police yourselves.
So, that's all it is.
mean,
we got into a tangent here, kind of, but
That's fine.
That's fine.
Fucking great thing. G's back in the league Wednesday nights.
right.
He was drafted.
See, I'm always weary about the ref player combos.
Not at all.
Not in terms of favoritism or anything like that, but in terms of equal footing for refereeing of games.
It'd be fine because you
Because
got
G's a good ref, but then you have when he's playing, you're going to have somebody else come in. You don't know
Caldero and Brady also play that night, so they can ref.
Yeah, but what if they all play against each other or something?
Caldero, Brady, and G are on different teams.
Okay, so what if two of them are playing against each other? Who's going to be the fourth guy that's going to ref?
Someone will. They go with one.
Exactly.
Police yourself.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I worry about when a
It
ref.
happened last session too, though.
I know.
I'm not worried about that.
Whatever.
Police yourself.
That's what it is. Yeah. So it's all good. It'll be a fun season. It's gonna be a fun season. So let's get into this because we're killing time here, and I know you guys are looking forward to
Flipping your ass.
the handful of guys that have hung out this far. The guys saw the beer of the week and they're like, all right, I'm out. That's what they're drinking. If you stick around this far, we are going. Let's first of all congratulate Bash Brothers undefeated season. Kind of, I think we all saw that coming with the roster
Fucking
they
game
had.
was kind of close though for a while.
It was 3-3 at one point, and then they took 6 unanswered and finished 9-3. So
no, they played.
but congrats to those guys for winning the title. Not much you can say about it. Congratulations, great team, whatever. And then D5 winning the toilet bowl against Bad Habits. I called it. You wanted to hate them.
We were fucking losing 4-1 when we almost came back again.
Mm-hmm. I gave him the pep talk. I was like, guys.
We didn't even have Degatti. If Degatti fucking showed up, we probably would have won.
After that first period, I walked out to the bench and I go, guys, we were up 5-1 last week and we lost. Don't stop. And you guys still almost came back, even with my pep talk. But they did pull it out. Good job, guys.
Degatti had
winning the toilet
softball
bowl.
practice or some shit.
Practice? Softball practice? What is that shit? Might as well just eat some pickles.
That actually was the last game Bad Habits might play.
Yeah. That might, yeah, that's probably the end of an era right there. Now that we think about it.
I mean, I joined only a couple of years ago, but I mean, Franzi had a dynasty.
That team, Franz has been around since I started when I was 15 years old playing.
Fucking Franz played at the Hamburg roller rink.
Right?
I mean, he's been around forever. He's a staple in the floor hockey community.
Yeah. So, props to him. He's still playing at his...
Yeah, he was drafted.
At his ripe young age. And, what's it called? Yeah, so that might have been an end of an era right there. We might see a comeback at some point. But let's go into draft results from there. So there's your finals from last week. We're
gonna grade these fuckers.
New season. Oh, you want to go?
We're gonna
full
go
copycat.
We're gonna go Scott and Mike.
You want to go full copycat?
But no one will get an F. And I'm not gonna have analytics like 98.36.
Yeah, we didn't do player rankings and all that kind of crazy shit. We're just gonna look at these rosters and figure out who
we'll grade them and rank them.
Yeah. So let's start with left to right. Team Fire. We got in. I don't know if these are in a particular order.
Nah, because there was some trades and there was 2 trades and there was only supposed to be 1 trade.
No, I think these are in order of where they were drafted.
Yes, no, yes, no.
Yeah, that was.
This was not. Hackett's team was not. Because I was drafted here, traded to here.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's close enough to the order they were drafted. We're not going to talk about what. We're not going to go round by round. What we're going to say. So Team Fire going top to bottom. We got Alex Hummel, Adam.
Hummel, yep.
Okay, Alex,
Both great runners.
and Adam. So how many fucking Hummels are there? Jesus
lot.
Christ.
Like
we got all
gremlins.
these Rukoffs and all these Hummels and holy fuck. So we got Alex Hummel, Adam Hummel, Dakota Rukoff, Josh Elling, Mitchell Rukoff. So 2 Rukoffs and 2 Hummels.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you fucking going to call for a pass from? Noah Gallagher, Chris Farr. Chris Farr, I think he's a better player than where he was slotted as a player. There was some conversation on Facebook about it. I think he got himself as the steal of the draft, personally. He was considered a 6th round pick, so he drafted himself 7th, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a solid... For these players, I think he'd probably be a solid 4th or 5th round.
He played goalie for us Sunday night.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's pretty decent.
He made like 2 saves.
Oh, okay. Props to you.
We won.
Chris Farr, Doug Pollinger, Scott Helfrich, Daryl Carr, and Jeremy Herr. The Mirage is what they're calling themselves.
What are your thoughts there?
I think it's a pretty solid team. Alex Hummel. I don't know some of the guys. I don't know the other Rukoffs. I know Don. That's the only Rukoff I know. I know Farr. I know Pollinger.
Who's your goalie?
No.
Okay, that guy.
Josh Elling. Elling's their goalie.
Oh, Elling's okay. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Hackett's goalie. Okay, I didn't see that.
Elling's pretty good. So they got it. I think they got a decent team. At least their first line.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be really solid. Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, I on the spot grading in the grand scheme of all the players in this draft. Let me just get a quick look. No. I'm gonna say that's probably. What do you want to get? Letter grades? You want to get rankings? Like who like for 1, 2, 3, 4? Like
I think you give him a grade overall and a ranking overall based on 1 through 4.
Jesus Christ, it's too much to do. I don't know. I give him. I don't know. What do you give him?
I give him a
Help me out here.
A B,
That's what I was thinking. But
and an overall ranking of 3 based on the teams.
third out of the 4 teams.
Yes.
At a B, I'm gonna go higher than that. I'm gonna say. Oh shit! Wait a minute.
Can't copy me now.
No, I know.
I was prepared for this shit.
I wasn't. I didn't know you were gonna throw this at me. So let's go. I'm gonna go with a B plus,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say they are the. God, these teams are so fucking balanced. So I'm gonna say they're the second
Okay.
best team.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
Next up is Team Hackett. This is the team I was originally drafted for, but I understand Hackett likes to play with his friend and completely respect that. So I was traded. So you got Hummel, Matt Hummel, Hackett, Sanchez, Alex Vaco, which I guess is a good player. Never heard of him before. Yatsu, that's who I was traded for. RJ and Bill Garland. That was trade number 2 of only a 1 allowed trade. Then you have G, Mike Morlock, Joe Urlich, and then Jim Franz. I went first with Farr's team. I can. You can go.
I'm gonna go. Let me think of that first line. That first line is gonna be holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go. This is what I see. These guys were 2.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with these guys. These are probably the best team. I'm gonna say number 1. Between as long as Hackett's there every week. I mean,
That's irrelevant.
I'm basing it on everybody. God, you know what?
You're taking too long.
Fuck, I am taking too long
First thing comes to your head.
because of
Who cares?
It's
irrelevant. Fucking pick. Pretend it's cock and get on it.
Fuck me. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's definitely an A- on drafting. I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to move these around because I didn't notice that. Where is okay? So that's over there. I'm gonna put them at. What did I say? Farr was at 2.
2.
Put Hackett at 3
Okay.
out of the 4.
I'm going to give Hackett an B plus. I was going to give him a B minus because one, you had shot draft your team, but the trade made it a B plus. You obviously upgraded with your boy Yasu. He's a phenomenal fucking defensive threat, offensive threat, all around hockey player, and I think they're the best team. I'm going to rank them number 1. You can't change now.
No, I'm not changing. I'm just saying.
I mean, think about it. You have Hummel, Hackett, Sanchez.
I know
Cintron's got great hands. Garland's not bad back there. Yeah, G-Force General.
I don't know who Mike Morlock is. I don't know who Joel Ulrich is. I do know who Jim Franz is. And for those three reasons is why I could be completely wrong. Those guys could be steals, and that's the best team. Definitely the front five are solid as hell. So
you have 2 and 4. I have 1 and 3.
No. 3, 2.
Okay. Anyways.
Yes.
You got Team Miller, Stone Troopers, Moose Knuckles team. You got Dennis Smith, phenomenal player. Oakley, phenomenal. Me Jack, not bad.
Chris Mann,
who's that?
he played with what's it called with Denny's team, I think, last season.
Okay. He did have 3 pretty good swipes in this draft. Jimmy Danu, not too many people remember him. He's solid.
He's a solid dude.
Nick Cervoni, and then you got Moose himself. James Stiletto, not a bad player. He runs.
I don't know.
He's Pavalchuk's buddy. He runs hard.
Okay.
He's kind of a good pick there. Kevin Brady, even though he's a douche roughing, he's a good player there, I think. I did give you props, Jason Puglisi, no clue, and
Tyler Huey.
No fucking clue who that kid is either.
So
we actually did draft somebody. I can't say.
I'm gonna go. Whose team is this again? This is
Moose's.
This is Moose's team. I'm gonna go with a B, and this is my 4th team. Wait, is this my 4th?
Yes. No, you fucking gave Hackett.
Yeah, that's my 4th. No, Hackett was...
Yeah, you're right. 3.
Yeah, they're my 4th. Just because...
We're going to be extremely high every fucking game?
3 unknowns, so I can't... Really 4 unknowns. No, 3 unknowns. Three unknowns really... and I just don't know how those guys are going to gel. Yes, Dennis Smith is a very good player. I don't know.
I'm giving them a B-.
Yeah.
And they're the 4th team.
All right. So we're not too far off there then.
No, I mean, a good bunch of guys, a couple of good players there, but
now mind you, when I say 4th team, I don't mean it's going to be like, holy shit, these guys suck, and versus the first team who is...
You told me off fucking camera, you said, this is the worst team you've ever seen assembled.
Wow, you love instigating. No, that's not... I said nothing like that.
You said what only can make this worse is if Caldero was on this team.
Well, I thought that said Caldero there, but...
Oh, no.
No, just kidding. Anyhow, no, I just don't know how well the team's going to gel. I really don't. And that's the whole point of the draft league, is we see how that happens. And that's why it's 15 weeks and not a tournament every week. So... Again, I think it's a close 4th.
For
first to 4th, it's going to be close. Any team can connect better than any other team, so I'm not too worried about it. Broken phone, who cares? But yeah, I think we're in agreement there. Holy shit! And then so Team Caldero, White Knight, Ryan Kasachi, John White, who he's like fucking. I don't know. I still don't understand how John White came back from an Achilles injury that quick. Steve Davis.
On Caldero's team.
Ricky Costin. The drunk man himself. Dan Peterzak. Joe Caldero. You're playing with Joe?
Yeah. Joe actually traded for me.
Jesus Christ. I cannot wait to see.
Joe offered the trade to Schott.
I remember I was there.
For Hackett's buddy, and obviously I was okay with it because it benefited Hackett because they're friends. But I can't
wait to see you shit talking him from the bench.
I don't mind Joe. It's just he's an easy target. It's like that low hanging fruit.
He fans on a fucking one timer, and you were like, Joe, you fucked up.
Oh, I will. Part of hockey, but it's not personal.
You gotta go easy on that shit, though.
Nope.
Fucking Daly does that to me, and he fucking throws me off my game. What little game I have left, I have to hold on to with the last fingernails I have. So, and then Eric Jakubowski, Dominic Lavallo,
David Quino playing out,
and Donald Kiliansky, who
so that Donald Kiliansky kid, not
a bad player.
Not a bad player, but we played him a couple nights ago, and he just kept talking shit to his team, and I said I would physically punch him in the mouth if he fucking does that on Wednesday nights.
You got to keep these guys in line, man. And
I don't think he thought I was serious.
We got some shit, that's one.
Like, ball busting is one thing when you're screaming at your teammates.
Right.
Like, to be a dick. Like, I mean, I don't have any issues with him.
Like
yeah.
Or...
I know you're going to go to next.
Yeah.
I got it.
Shit. I just closed the thing.
I got it.
Shit. Open it back up.
But,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Because him and I talked about that.
Yeah, there's no need for that.
Just have fun. It's fucking 15 weeks plus playoffs. And if you really suck, you only got 16 weeks.
You know what, though? I got to say, I'm not going to name any names, but there were two guys last season that are known for running their mouth against their own teammates, and they didn't last season for the most part, and I give you guys props. And you may know who you are. I'm not going to name any names, but...
Name one of them.
No.
Pussy.
Okay, I'm a pussy. I'll Photoshop a cat right there.
I just called that Donald dude out.
I'm going to fucking play
I've never even played with him. But it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I will punch him. In the mouth.
So going back to our rankings, fucking, I don't even know what I had. I had a 4. I had a...
That's the best team based on what your numbers are left.
Is it?
Yep. 1, 3, 2, 4.
I guess there might...
And I have us as number 2, and I give Caldero... He did really good, but then he traded for me, so I got to give him a fucking B. I had him at a B+ until he traded for me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm actually a downgrade for what he traded for.
I'll agree with you on a B+.
I said a B.
Because, you said B. Oh, you said B.
A B+ until the trade, but I gave him a B.
I would give him an A- before the trade, and then a B+ afterward.
I mean...
but I still think, knowing... I mean, I played with Ricky, I played with you, I played with Dan, I played with Ryan.
Yeah.
I played with a bunch of those guys, and those guys are all solid, upstanding, great guys to play with. They will not hurt your team at all.
I just can't wait to play Far Week 1.
And then, John White with 3 goals in the toilet bowl.
No, he's solid.
With his bionic Achilles.
I think we'd be line mates.
You got Ricky who can play any position out there, including, back a bowl in the parking lot. He should have been drafted to fucking Moose's team. Got high before the game together.
It was fucking funny. There's 2 players that didn't want to be drafted to certain teams, and they both went to the teams they didn't want to be drafted by.
See?
It's fucking epic.
Karma. So yeah, if you kept track at home, I don't fucking know where we left off. I left whatever. I'm not putting rankings up. I'm not putting shit up. This is just our talks on who we think drafted well and who we have question marks on. Everyone's going to be equal, so hey, it's going to be a fun season. I think.
I broke your iPad.
Nah, you just got to go back and do that thing. Whoops, go back there.
You got to do predictions now.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. I'm back at it. So yeah, so there's your team breakdown from the draft. We also have our non-drafted teams for one more season because it was late notice and we couldn't figure shit out. You got to tap there and do your thing.
That's gay. It's fine.
Whatever.
You can do it.
Then there's one more team, which is that Phantom 309. Right?
We have no fucking clues on that team.
Apparently, Spurduty put a team in.
We don't know who's on his team.
We don't even know who's on the team. I heard there was 3 players in the team. He heard it's a stacked team of all guys from like
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Like they're coming right from Slovakia, and they're all from across the world. It's a world all-star team. Who fucking knows? I have no idea what he did. It could be a bunch of guys from fucking Milshire or something. I have no clue. Terry, for all that is well and good in the world, I hope you didn't bring in a fucking stacked team.
I don't think he did that.
Because we know what the draft league is all about. You know what it's all about. You're in a couple of them. You know the whole point of this is to not have blowout teams. So I hope they got that rumor's false. I hope it's a good team, but not a fucking blowout team. Nobody wants to show up and get blown out every fucking week. That's the whole point of this draft league. other than that,
Predictions.
So here's your lineups for week 1 of season 2 of season 2 of our podcast of what season is this on Wednesday?
2. Draft? No, 3, 4.
3, 4,
4?
somewhere in there.
I don't know.
Anyways, we're gonna start over. Let me clear out the. By the way, I finished 40-18 last season. Davis finished 33-25.
You pick all the obvious shit.
Yeah, well, hey, sorry.
I
didn't mean to. So the fun thing about this is we don't know how these teams are going to fucking be.
Nope.
So this first week is going to be pretty fun. First game of the night: Stone Troopers versus Shenanigans.
I'm going Shenanigans.
You going Shenanigans? So let me go ahead and type that in here. I need to go back and look at those rosters again. So Stone Troopers and Shenanigans.
Like Hackett's team.
That's Hackett versus Miller. I'm going to go Shenanigans as well.
Way to fucking copy me again.
Hey, I just fucking... I'm picking who I think that... I'm not going to give you any freebies this season. And there we go. Towards the end there, I tried giving you the catch-up and work out. Second game tonight, Lightning versus Phantom 309. Huge question mark.
One, who's playing net for Lightning?
Who's playing net for Lightning?
Who's on Lightning? How many guys will only have 2 games and be in the playoffs for Lightning? Anyways.
Did we talk about that? Did we talk about the last podcast about...
you got to have 5 games.
5 games. 5 games.
5 games.
To make playoffs for the non-drafted teams.
I mean, I know there was one team, Lightning, who had a couple of guys show up that fucking didn't play, but that's fine.
Yeah, so... just get that out of the air in case we missed that. I think we mentioned the last podcast, but 5 games is the rule.
I'm not sure what the rule is for the non-drafted teams as far as picking people up, but
non-drafted it's fair game.
Fair game. Drafted fucking teams.
But they got to make 5 to play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
With drafted teams, you have to be paid up, and you have to be drafted by the team.
So
or if you're
let's
a free
talk
agent,
about that for one quick second, not to prolong this fucking awful podcast. So, give you an example. So. Last session, Caldero drafted John White.
Right.
John White went out.
He blew out his Achilles.
Peterzak then paid to get in. Right?
Right.
So John White's out of the league.
Okay.
Peterzak then says he can't play. John White's back in the league, which is the right way to do it.
Okay.
So on your fucking pussy-ass undrafted team, I think it should work kind of the same way. If you pick up a player, you should be able to pick up a player for 1 game. Or 2 games. So the way it works on Thursdays, in order to get a sub, you have to have 6 runners or less.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you pick up somebody, so say Mitch Smith wants to play for you.
Right.
And he takes a spot of Carl, I'm just saying.
Yep.
Carl should be off your team, Mitch is on your team.
No.
That's the way it works on the fucking...
This for all intents and purposes, is the last season of the non-drafted versus drafted shit. It's going to stay...
Whatever, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, no, that's a little too far. You know what? To a point, that was brought up by somebody else about having a set roster list. In the past, years ago, when John Hassey's still in the building, he did at one point set rules where you had to submit a roster before the season started, and you could have 15 players on your roster, and that was it. And then if you needed to add or drop a guy, once you drop a guy from your... Like if, say, you had your 11 runners, your 4 subs, none of your 4 subs could play, you grab a 5th sub. You need to drop somebody off your roster to put that sub on your roster. And then you could not get your old sub back. Once it's off your roster, you can't re-add
The biggest thing on Wednesday nights people hate is people who don't enter the draft and then magically end up on a team they want to be on.
Right.
And I personally said that should not happen.
No,
and I think it should work the same way for you guys.
I'm a proponent
on fucking Misfit Island.
I'm just as...
but
what's the word I'm looking for?
How is it fair to bring a guy in for 1 game because you have 8 runners?
I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying
I don't think it... I mean, so I think... Like, I get if you had 6.
Again, it's... I am on your side with this. I'm on your side of let's get everybody in the draft. I was there to bring balance.
Like, technically, we could have had...
I'm Thanos, right? You want to go Avenger spoilers now? I'm Thanos. I was bringing balance to the universe.
But, I mean...
With 4 drafted, 4
realistically,
non-drafted.
we could have been big dickheads.
We could have came in as a draft team and been, okay, we have 3 non-drafted, and 5 drafted teams.
Well, no, like I'll give you an example
weird.
for our team. With habits, we could have brought fucking Carney in, but we knew he technically didn't qualify, so we were men about it and didn't let him play. He wanted to play. He had 3 games. We told him no.
Yeah. For the playoffs, you mean?
Yeah. But
yeah.
there was no written rule, technically.
Well, there is, but
there wasn't. I mean, people didn't follow it.
Yeah, nobody followed it. So that's why we're putting it out there now, so everybody.
That's what I'm saying. I think if you have 8 guys, you shouldn't fucking pick up a guy if you're a non-drafted team for 1 fucking game.
Well,
if I'm on your team and you pick up a guy and I paid the $155 and this guy's paying $10, I'm pissed. That's the advantage of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying there. I think the draft alleviates that problem because
it does.
But at the same time, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna go and say let's change the rules right now.
Well, I think no. I'm not saying
I don't have the authority to do that.
I'm not saying changing the rules. I'm just saying like don't do it.
No, I know.
Like self-police yourself.
Right. The only times I really pushed for having a full team was against Denny's team. I really wanted to have a full team because I didn't want to go into that game with 5 guys and get fucking destroyed.
Okay, 5 guys will give you a sub because you had less than 6.
Things being equal, like on Thursday nights, we know if we roll in with 7 guys,
you're done.
It is what it is, but we know it's going to be a good game as long as everybody brings their A game.
All I'm saying, not a fucking rule change, just police yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Again, police yourself. That's going to be the title of this episode 1, police yourself.
Yeah, I mean, don't bring a fucking ringer in because you have 7 guys or 8 guys.
I'm not going to bring any fucking ringer.
I'm not saying you per se. You're sitting next to me and you're on the fucking Misfit Island of
How long have I played
undrafted teams.
I've never brought a fucking ringer in for anything.
You're just sitting here from Misfit Island.
Yeah, well, whatever. Next season, hopefully everybody's all in, and we're just going to fucking go full draft, and it's going to be a fun time.
So back to Lightning Phantom 309.
Lightning Phantom 309, who, I don't know if that's like a cleaning product or what the fuck that is. Hopefully it's not some fucking Slovakian team from tournament.
I'll be pissed if it's a makeshift team.
I don't even know.
Thank God you're not playing.
I'm going to go Lightning on this one just because I don't fucking know. It may be a forfeit game. Who fucking knows?
I'm going to go Phantom 309 just because I got to pick something different than you.
All right.
Because I think the rest of the way we're going to be the same.
All right, third night of the night would be 2 known teams, Golden Knights versus Ebenezer Owls. They did beat us in the playoffs last season, which we were all kind of shocked and bummed. And
fucking Lawrence had 5 games, right?
No, he had 3.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
He was listed at 3. We just didn't know the rule, so whatever.
Yeah, I know.
It is what it is. We shouldn't
have
lost.
Busting balls, I don't care.
We shouldn't have lost because of one guy. I keep saying that.
I'm just busting balls.
One guy should not have cost us a game. Anyhow, unless it was Denny. And Lawrence is no Denny. Sorry, Lawrence, but you're not Denny. I think you know that. So I'm going us just because I want to. And you said you're pretty much going the same.
I'm going with you guys just because I think you have Daly back too, right?
I don't know yet.
He played Sunday.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
He looked good.
He hasn't said he's out, so I'm guessing he's in.
He definitely played.
Unless his work
definitely saw him.
Did
definitely said hi to him.
All right. I'll have to make sure I...
unless
his work schedule conflicts. That's
I get that, but he's by far your best player.
Yeah.
And then Carl's a close second, but...
And we got Brandon Smith coming in this season instead of... In place of Joe, who moved to Tuesdays.
Joe.
DePasquale.
And you picked up Herman?
No, Herman's wife had him and his wife had a kid.
That means they had sex.
They did have sex one time at least.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so he has too much going on. He's out. So Hoover's in.
Okay.
So, I mean, Hoover played most of the season was his last season because Daly's injury.
Because Justin's out, correct?
Justin's out for the summer. So this past season was his last season with L House unless... I mean, I'll probably volunteer to be a captain next season and probably name my team Ebenezer L House. Just to keep the sponsor sake going on.
Mm-hmm.
That was their this is going to be our last real season. That was his last season.
Some people
with us.
fucking probably wish this was their last podcast.
They've checked out 15 minutes ago. I'm already finished my second beer. Last game of the night: Mirage versus Cerebral Assassins.
Usually I'd go against Caldero here, but I kind of can't.
It is your team, right?
I'm gonna go the Assassins.
Let me see who's on Mirage again. I got to remember. That's far.
See, we have the goalie advantage. We have the best player out of both teams. They have more depth. Pollinger's not a bad player.
Pollinger's gotten really good over the years.
Daryl fucking Carr ain't gonna be there.
No?
He never
shows up. Even
if he shows, he's not showing.
Not that he's a difference maker, but he does make a difference.
He does.
That's two different things to say. Like, I'm gonna go with you guys too. I don't know. I keep hitting the same button. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say ass because I can abbreviate that ass. We're both going with ass. So there's only one game.
Yeah, I had to go 309.
Yeah, we're going one game different this time around. So we might go 1-4, 4-1, or whatever.
So I think June 30th. Ebenezer Ale House.
Yeah, you're saying June 30th.
You checked your schedule. You said you were fucking good.
I should be. Yeah, I should be fine. I don't. It's fucking a month away. It's like over a month away though. I'd rather.
Well, I know.
Sooner.
We tell people they might fucking show up, like Sauer and Daines and Sanchez. He says he might come. I know Scott and his wife will be there, and it's a good day. It's an all-day event.
Yeah, we make a good time out of that, and if you guys want to, even if you don't want to be on the podcast, just hang out. Sit down, watch, make fun of us, point at us.
I mean, technically, if Far's in the league on Wednesdays, maybe his ass will show up and fucking do some.
Him and Higgins showed up the one time. I know Scott said he wanted to get in. Mike wants to get in and do like an all fucking round table thing.
Kind of did that once already.
Well, we did
at Scott's house.
Well, we did a Scott one, and then we did a Far and Higgins one, but we didn't do an all nights. Let's all get together at one fucking time.
But June 30th is what we're shooting for.
Yeah, shooting for June 30th. Block out your calendars. It's a Sunday fun day. Let's get some brunch. We'll get there early. Set shit up.
Fucking do eat sausage like a champ.
What? The fuck? What are you talking about? Get some mimosas and some, whatever. It's a good fucking time.
Hopefully Lucy shows up.
Yeah, I mean, she should. We're not going on vacation. Normally I'd be on vacation that week, but because we're going in August this year, I'll be available that Saturday or that Sunday. So
I'm gonna miss a week next month.
That sucks for you. I'm gonna miss 2 in August.
I can maybe Skype in for my cruise.
We could probably swing that. I could probably figure out some way to do that.
Yeah, find out the fucking cell phone data plan, asshole.
Cruise ships are fucking wacky. Like, out of the country. I don't want to talk about this. They're fucking bored. All right, so that's, I think that's it. We have no 3 stars because reasons. Season's over, new season starting. Season 2, episode 1. I'm not going to do butthurt rankings yet because we have no games to base it off of yet. We need to see how you guys play. We do have... Oh, what happened here? Why didn't this stick? There. Whatever.
Fucking 10:30 already?
Yeah, fucking A, dude. So that's where we at. So next week, we're going to tease it. We're going to have butter rankings back. We're going to have another beer of the week. We're going to have 3 stars. And I think that's about it. So that's just what you're missing from this week that you're going to have. We're going to have a new beer of the week. Your pick next week.
Yeah.
Probably something fucking dark and saucy. Like he fucking likes to give me, which he converted me, honestly, so whatever. You know what I did have last Monday for the first time because of you is a Guinness. I've never had a Guinness.
Really?
And on the way home I stopped at the bar and grabbed one, and I was like, you know what? Give me a fucking Guinness.
Not bad.
Not bad. It wasn't bad. It was a nice slow drinking beer for me. So I ate 2 of these fuckers. These are really good actually.
It's not bad.
If you like IPA, if you like not super hoppy IPAs, I would highly recommend this shit. Mind Haze IPA. That's probably something Jake would love.
From State Farm?
Bro, Jake from State Farm, Jake Miller, Jake Stone Trooper from State Farm.
He likes Truly.
He wears hemp. He sounds hideous. No, just kidding. Anyhow, let's wrap this
Wrap this
shit
shit
up.
up. Oh, to bed.
I will see you motherfuckers on Wednesday.
Peace out, chicken fuckers.
I stand on a silent platform.